everyone and welcome back to my channel. I apologize, it's extremely bright in here, but we are going to work through it because I have another shoe haul for you today. Not just shoes, but also other hard goods and accessories, and all of these items we've picked up from the bins. Just like the last shoe haul, I will be popping up some numbers on the screen of about what I expect the item to sell for, and that excludes shipping. Disclaimer, these items have not been cleaned yet, and so I'm showing you the condition that I actually picked them up in. A couple of people asked if I could show before and after. If you're interested in seeing the after, what you can do is go on to my eBay and my Poshmark store and see the items after they are listed to see what condition they came out in. I do, however, expect to make a shoe cleaning video, kind of tell you about some of the supplies that we use and really the minimal effort that we put into shoes. But just throwing it out there, we try not to pick up shoes that take a lot of cleaning. All right, so the first ones I wanted to just show you, I think are the only pair that we actually picked up from a regular thrift store. I might be wrong about that. I'll come back to that, but I do know we picked these up at a regular thrift store. These are a pair of Eileen Fisher espadrilles, and we paid $4.99 for them. They are in pretty good condition. They just need a quick wipe down on the insides. These are also a pretty decent size. They're size 9.5. I did not look up this exact style. However, in the past for me, Eileen Fisher shoes have done pretty well. And if for some reason they are not a popular style on eBay, which I think they will be because they're espadrilles, I will send these to thredUP. I've really been experimenting with picking items up the bins for thredUP. I'm starting to get a little bit better grasp on what brands do well in there and what don't. But these probably will sell for quite a bit on thredUP if I don't get them listed on eBay. So it's still worth the $5 investment, but do recommend picking up Eileen Fisher shoes if they're in good condition. Next up is a pretty bread and butter shoe brand for us. The brand is Margaritaville. We also picked these ones up for $4.99, so I lied. There's a couple in here from regular stores, but I'll make sure and tell you which one's which. Margaritaville is a pretty high sell-through rate brand. Probably only get about 25 to 30 for these, but they're really easy to pick up and spot. They're just a pair of men's canvas loafers. These are in pretty good condition, and these are called the Marina CVS slip-on loafers. These are a men's size 10.5. These are a bins pickup. I have actually never heard of these before. Nikki is the one who found these. Tatum by Birkenstock. And it actually says by Birkenstock in there. These were doing pretty good. So these are I think a lady size 9 or a men's size 7 if I'm reading this correctly. But however, they are a pretty feminine style. They've got glitter and stuff on them. So we'll just do a quick wipe down of the inside, otherwise in pretty decent condition. But yeah, I've heard of like, what's the other one by Birkenstock? I've heard a couple lines off of Birkenstock, but never Tatum, or maybe it's Tatami. Either way, I've never heard of it, but one to look out for. These ones do need a little bit of love. We found these at the bins. These are Haan Grand Pros. And we like picking up the Grand OS line. You can see it says here on the bottom. That's pretty much the only kind of Haans I pick up unless it is like some unique style. So these do need the soles to be scrubbed down a little bit. That's no problem. Those should scrub white. But mainly this area here where the leather color has rubbed off a little bit, we'll just touch that up with some leather conditioner and it should come off. The discoloration never bothers me. It is if there are scratches deep inside of leather that we choose not to pick them up. So I do recommend picking up Haan's men's Grand OS. Here's some more Haan's. Bottoms are pretty good. They just need a quick scrub down to get it white again. These are also the Grand OS. And these are more of a sneaker style, very breathable. These are a men's size 12. The reason people like the Grand OS is because they're kind of dressy, but comfortable. So These ones I believe we found at the bins as well. Diving into some other stuff before we jump back into shoes, we found this Sakroots handbag. Sakroots, when it's in really good condition and pretty multicolor, for me does pretty well, and I think it usually sells for us best on Poshmark. This is a really nice handbag. It's got the handles, but also the cross body and shoulder if you want. And this is just a really clean bag. It feels pretty much brand new. This is something we're taking a chance on. We picked this up at the bins, and it is very, very lightweight. So probably maybe like, I don't know, like 20 cents. This is the brand Marmot, which is one of our favorite outdoor brands to sell. So a lot of jackets in this brand. This just says Marmot Mountain, and it looks to be a men's snapback hat. Camo also helps to add value, and then the trucker style usually does pretty well with the netting in the back. Overall, this is pretty clean. We'll probably only sell this for about $25, but hats and brands that you generally pick up in clothing usually tend to be good flips. Also, another hat we grabbed. This one needs a little bit of cleanup. This is a Harley Davidson hat, and I do think that this is a women's like military style hat. And it just needs a little bit of cleanup on the top, a little wipe down with a disinfectant wipe. Otherwise, in pretty good condition. Got the metal logo on the back. This is just a one size, so I do think it is more of a women's size, though it's a little bit smaller. Next is a leather belt. Has the NRA metal spell out here. Nikki found the exact comp to this one, and I can't remember exactly how much it was going for, but it was doing pretty good, so that is why we picked this one up. It is a size 36. Found another pair of suspenders. I was hoping we would get lucky and find like a whole bunch of them like we found that one time, but this is one of the brands. We only ended up finding one. It's Trafalgar. Really great brand to pick up in men's belts and accessories. So these are just a pair of suspenders, and in general, if you see suspenders with leather ends, it is usually a good indicator of quality. So I picked up a bunch of these a while back, so I'll just take basically a sell similar or the copy feature on List Perfectly to make an identical listing and just add pictures. Next up, now Nikki said she really liked this bag and she might keep it, so this might not end up for sale, but this is the brand 31, and it is like an organizer tote bag. This brand seems to have a really great following, and I'm finding that most resellers are skipping on it, but there are more rare ones. Regardless, when you're picking it up at the bins, have a really good sell-through rate. Really nice, clean bag, pretty multicolored pattern, and then those storage pockets all throughout. If she doesn't end up keeping this, we will get this listed. And next up is this bag. I did pick this up at a regular thrift store. It was actually in the display case, and I paid $15 for it, $14.99. However, I did see an exact comp of this sell for, I think it was around $60 or $65. This is a Kate Spade bag, and I believe it is a diaper bag, a baby bag. Yeah. This is really nice, really clean on the inside, and it even comes with, this has a little bit of wear on it, but it comes with this, what do you call this? I don't have children yet, but moms, you know what this is. And I'm almost always willing to pay up for items if I can find an exact comp, and when it's in really good condition, which this one is. Also has really nice spell out on the bottom. Next up is another hat. I've got this, technically this is not correct anymore, but this is the old logo for this team. This does say 1948, so I don't actually know how old this is, but they no longer make stuff with this logo on it anymore. I believe it's called Chief Wahoo, but I might be mixing teams. I know absolutely nothing about sports, but I do know this. This does appear to be an older vintage hat. Again, I'm not sure if 1948 is the correct year, but regardless, it is a vintage hat, and I did see that the hats with this logo on them have a pretty good sell-through rate. All right, guys, I do have a lot more shoes, but I'm gonna cut the video off here. Make sure if you're not already and you would like to be notified when I make the rest of the shoe hauls, that you hit the subscribe button down below as well as the notification bell. By doing that, YouTube will let you know when I post new videos. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for my next shoe haul.